Society has always tried to tell us that charm, attraction, and appeal are only meant for the young, that youth is the ultimate magnet, and as we age, we somehow lose our ability to captivate. But let me tell you something powerful. Age is not the enemy, it's your secret weapon. Women are drawn to confidence, maturity, and subtle signs of experience that only come with time. It's not about how many hairs you have or the sharpness of your jawline. It's about the quiet strength, the understated confidence, and the unexpected features that make a man magnetic, even in his later years. Today, I'm going to reveal something that will change the way you see yourself and the way women see you. These are 5 unexpected body parts that women find irresistible in older men. And once you understand them, you'll start to notice the way women truly respond, not to youth, but to presence, authenticity, and experience. Have you ever noticed the way a woman's gaze lingers on a man's hands? There's something deeply magnetic about well-kept, strong hands in an older man, and it's more than just aesthetics, it's a story of life lived. Hands tell a story that words often cannot. They speak of the work you've done, the experiences you've had, the people you've held, and the life you've built. When a woman sees a man with confident, capable hands, there's a subtle sense of security and reliability that registers on a subconscious level. These aren't just any hands, they are hands that show maturity, hands that can handle responsibility, hands that can care and protect. Women often associate a man's hands with competence and strength, and the fascinating part is that it's not about muscle size, it's about posture, movement, and presence. The way you gesture, the way you hold an object, even the way you touch surfaces with care, all of this speaks volumes. There's also a sensual aspect to hands that cannot be ignored. An older man's hands can communicate intimacy without a single word. A gentle touch, a reassuring pat, the way fingers intertwine, all of this carries an elegance and subtlety that younger men often struggle to master. Skin texture, veins that hint at years of experience, and even the occasional scar or mark add layers of intrigue and authenticity, giving women the sense that this is a man who has truly lived. There's research to suggest that physical traits linked to maturity often subconsciously trigger a sense of safety and attraction in women, and hands are a major part of that equation. Beyond attraction, hands also symbolize capability and creativity. Women notice when a man uses his hands with skill, whether it's cooking, crafting, or even simple gestures like holding a cup or turning pages in a book with intention. These small, subtle cues are magnetic in ways that are hard to articulate but easy to feel. In social settings, a man with confident hands draws attention without trying. When he reaches for something or helps someone, there's an elegance and decisiveness that signals competence. Experience and reliability. Women intuitively pick up on these qualities, often without realizing why they feel drawn to certain men over others. It's fascinating because hands are not traditionally highlighted in discussions of male attractiveness, yet they carry an unspoken language that is incredibly powerful. While youthful energy has its appeal, hands tell a story of lived experiences, resilience, and the quiet strength that only comes with age. When a man nurtures, protects, and uses his hands with confidence, he communicates a depth of character and capability that is profoundly magnetic. Women are drawn to the subtle indications of maturity, strength, and sensitivity, and hands are one of the most visible, intimate, and expressive parts of the body that convey all these qualities. There's something undeniably captivating about a man's shoulders, especially as he grows older. And it's not just about size or bulk, it's about presence, posture, and the subtle signals they send. Shoulders are more than just a physical feature. They symbolize strength, stability, and the ability to carry life's responsibilities with grace. Women often notice the way an older man holds himself, the way his shoulders align when he stands, walks, or sits, and these cues subconsciously communicate confidence and resilience. Broad or well-defined shoulders create a natural frame that exudes authority without needing words, and there's an effortless elegance in the way a mature man carries his weight. It's not about being intimidating, it's about being grounded. Someone who exudes a calm assurance that makes people, especially women, feel safe and drawn in. The shoulders are also a reflection of a man's lifestyle and the way he moves through the world. A posture that is upright, relaxed, and intentional conveys self-respect and discipline, and women pick up on these subtleties immediately. Beyond physical appearance, shoulders represent the capacity to support and protect, whether emotionally, physically, or mentally. A woman instinctively notices a man who can hold himself with dignity, someone who doesn't collapse under pressure, someone whose presence alone provides a sense of stability. The way an older man moves his shoulders during conversation or simple gestures, like reaching for something or placing a hand on a surface, communicates a quiet power that is deeply attractive. There's also an aesthetic appeal in the way clothing drapes over shoulders, creating angles and lines that enhance the overall impression of masculinity, experience, and refinement. Women often find themselves drawn to this subtle combination of strength and elegance, and it's fascinating how much can be communicated without a single word being spoken. Shoulders also tie into the concept of body language. A man who is conscious of his posture signals confidence, reliability, and a sense of control over his environment. Even small adjustments, like rolling back the shoulders to open up the chest, can make a man appear more approachable and magnetic. There's a subconscious recognition in women that a man with strong, steady shoulders has the ability to handle challenges, carry responsibility, and provide support, all of which are incredibly appealing traits. The beauty of shoulders in older men is that they reflect both the passage of time and the wisdom that comes with it. Subtle lines, posture, and the way the body moves tell a story of resilience, experience, and emotional strength. Unlike fleeting youthful looks, shoulders communicate maturity and a quiet authority that draws attention effortlessly. They are a visual representation of reliability, confidence, and understated power, and women are often instinctively drawn to these qualities without even realizing why. There's something magnetic about a man whose shoulders convey strength without aggression, elegance without pretension, and presence without trying too hard, and it's one of the most overlooked yet profoundly attractive features in older men. The neck is one of those subtle, yet incredibly powerful features that women notice in older men, even if they don't consciously realize it. It's a part of the body that communicates a lot about confidence, health, and vitality, and it plays a surprisingly intimate role in attraction. A strong, well-aligned neck indicates good posture and self-assurance, sending signals that a man carries himself with dignity and grace. Women are drawn to these cues instinctively, recognizing a man who moves through the world with quiet authority. The way an older man's neck blends into his shoulders and chest creates a visual impression of stability and strength, while also suggesting flexibility and ease in his movements. There's a sensual aspect to the neck as well. It's a vulnerable yet striking part of the body that can communicate trustworthiness and openness. A man who holds his head high and moves with confidence and doesn't slouch exudes a presence that is magnetic without effort. The texture and tone of the neck skin, even with the natural signs of aging, can convey experience and authenticity, telling a story of a life fully lived, which women often find appealing. Beyond aesthetics, the neck also plays a crucial role in body language. Subtle movements, like tilting the head while listening, nodding in agreement, or leaning slightly forward during a conversation, can communicate attentiveness, curiosity, and engagement. Qualities that women find irresistible. There's also an understated elegance in how older men carry their necks, especially when paired with good posture, a thoughtful gaze, and the calm confidence that comes with maturity. Women notice when a man's neck and jawline create clean lines, even under the effects of time, as it reflects care, discipline, and self-respect. The neck is also connected to voice and breathing, and a man who speaks with clarity and a steady tone often subconsciously reinforces the attraction factor. A relaxed and confident neck posture can make a man appear approachable and strong at the same time, signaling that he is someone who can handle challenges gracefully. Even small gestures, like turning the head gently or stretching after sitting, draw attention to this area and communicate subtle masculinity and vitality. Research on attraction indicates that women are subconsciously drawn to cues of strength, health, and confidence. The neck is a key feature that embodies all three. It may not be the first thing someone notices, but once observed, it leaves a lasting impression that communicates both physical and emotional strength. The neck connects the mind, expression, and body, making it a silent yet highly effective messenger of a man's presence, charisma, and experience. Women are often captivated by the balance of vulnerability and power that the neck represents, the elegance in its movements, and the way it accentuates other features such as the jawline, shoulders, and posture, creating a harmonious visual impression that draws attention and sparks intrigue. Forearms are one of those underrated features that carry a surprising amount of attraction, especially in older men, and women often notice them without even thinking about it. There's a subtle mix of strength, capability, and elegance in well-defined forearms that signals a man's experience and his ability to handle life with confidence. It's not about being overly muscular, it's about the natural tone, the veins that hint at endurance, and the way the muscles move under the skin as he performs everyday tasks. Women are drawn to forearms because they communicate a sense of power and dexterity, qualities that are both reassuring and captivating. When an older man reaches for something, carries objects, or even gestures during conversation, the movement of his forearms conveys control, precision, and competence. There's also an intimate, almost sensual aspect to forearms, whether it's the way they brush against the arm of a chair, extend to shake hands, or wrap around someone in a hug. They create a tactile and visual connection that is deeply magnetic. Beyond physical appeal, forearms are a reflection of lifestyle and discipline. Women notice the subtle signs of care and strength, whether it's a forearm that is lean and toned from activity, or one that carries the marks of a life fully engaged in work, hobbies. The combination of endurance, texture, and movement communicates vitality, resilience, and reliability, all of which are highly attractive traits. Even small actions, like rolling up sleeves or resting hands on a table, can draw attention to forearms and highlight their understated appeal. There's a subconscious response in women when they observe a man with capable, expressive forearms. It signals that he is someone who can act decisively, support others, and handle challenges with ease. This is particularly powerful in older men, as the subtle signs of maturity and experience add layers of depth to the attraction. Forearms also play an important role in nonverbal communication. Gestures made with the forearms, whether expressive or gentle, help convey confidence, openness, and attentiveness. Women are highly attuned to these cues, often responding to the way a man moves, positions, or rests his arms in a space. The tactile nature of forearms, when touched, offers reassurance and a sense of connection, making them both visually and emotionally appealing. There's an artistry in the way older men's forearms show the balance between strength and elegance, function and form, resilience and sensitivity, and women instinctively recognize this. It's fascinating how such a seemingly simple part of the body can communicate so much about a man's character, his presence, and his ability to engage with the world in a confident and compelling way. A smile is one of the most powerful and irresistible features an older man can possess, and it goes far beyond simple aesthetics. Women are naturally drawn to smiles because they convey warmth, approachability, and a sense of inner confidence that transcends age. An older man's smile carries a unique depth that younger men often lack. It's a smile that tells a story, reflecting experience, resilience, and emotional intelligence. When a woman sees a genuine smile, it signals authenticity, kindness, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace, all of which are incredibly attractive qualities. Smiles also have a way of lighting up the face and drawing attention to the eyes, creating a connection that feels both personal and magnetic. The subtle nuances of an older man's smile, the way it crinkles the eyes, the slight upward curve of the lips, or the calm confidence it radiates, communicate reassurance and positivity, making women feel comfortable and intrigued at the same time. Beyond emotional appeal, a smile indicates self-assurance and a man's comfort in his own skin. Women instinctively notice when a smile is effortless, relaxed, and consistent with a man's personality, signaling that he is genuine, secure, and emotionally balanced. The power of a smile lies in its ability to transcend spoken words. It conveys attraction, friendliness, and trustworthiness all at once. An older man who smiles naturally during conversation, while listening or in response to shared humor, creates an energy that is contagious and magnetic. It subtly communicates optimism, intelligence, and the capacity for joy, which are traits that women find deeply compelling. Smiles also bridge the gap between physical appearance and emotional presence. While muscles and posture can draw initial attention, it is a warm, confident smile that keeps a woman engaged and creates a lasting impression. There is an undeniable charm in the way a mature smile reflects life experience. The small imperfections, the laugh lines, and the ease with which it appears make it feel authentic and relatable. Women are attracted to smiles that convey both strength and sensitivity, a balance that signals emotional depth and stability. A smile can also act as a subtle display of charisma. It can lighten tense moments, create rapport, and communicate a quiet dominance that feels inviting rather than overwhelming. The ability to smile in a way that feels effortless yet sincere is a skill that often comes with maturity, and it is one of the reasons older men exude a magnetic presence. Beyond physical and emotional signals, a smile connects people on a deeper level, creating a sense of intimacy and shared experience. Women are drawn not just to the visual appeal of a smile, but to the confidence, kindness, and emotional resonance it carries. It has the power to signal playfulness, empathy, and approachability while simultaneously highlighting wisdom and experience. The older a man is, the more his smile can convey layers of personality, intention, and life experience, making it one of the most captivating and unexpected features that women find irresistible. Remember, attraction isn't just about youth or looks, it's about presence, confidence, and the subtle signs of experience that only come with time. Every feature we've talked about, from your hands to your smile, tells a story, reflects your journey, and radiates a quiet power that women instinctively notice. Embrace these qualities, nurture them, and carry yourself with authenticity, because true magnetism isn't something you can fake. It's earned through a life fully lived. Step into your confidence, celebrate your uniqueness, and watch how the world, especially women, responds to the man you've become.